We're the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
The boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Miami Dolphins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man is Higgins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
You look at this Colt defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Colts. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Setting up a screen for Jenkins.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
The Dolphins at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense.
Looks toward the sideline. Higgins making the catch.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
You look at this Colt defense.
They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defense coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 29.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Velus Jones now from his end zone.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Richardson working from the gun. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This is Fant on the short completion. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This 2nd and 4.
Second and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Escapes the defender. Still won't go down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Richardson. And it is caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. A good pickup there, 22.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now it's Richardson. That's complete to Pierce. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
2nd and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80, Warrior 17.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hold it ready.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Here we go.
Running left, Taylor. Now he's free at the 35. Jonathan Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. They're going to look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll get this complete to the rookie from Michigan State. And he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Second down and 3, ball on the 7.
Ready.
They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Quinshon Judkins taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point made good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Ready? Ready? 19 Lions.
Now Richardson.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. Because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Hold the ready.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Pull up, ready.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
Complete. This is Mitchell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First down.
Again, it's Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Let's go.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
On some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there in the return.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
This is Fant on the short completion. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Going right back to Fant. They'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Off play action, Richardson.
And this is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Colts have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Well, he's Ahmed to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw here.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Jack Fox
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jones.
A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Okay, ready?
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41.
Richardson looking to throw this.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Warriors, 70. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. A short one there, caught by Ward.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And nothing much materializing there in the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This is 2nd and 8.
Come on, come on.
Richardson looking to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start on the ground with Jenkins.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here is complete. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The city just made it sweep. You could diabetic. They mouth you full of the sick.
Seven Pirates. Seven Pirates. Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw again. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Crackle 80.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Set. Cougar 19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw again.
Setting up a screen for Jenkins.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
19 Lions.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to throw now on first down.
This one is complete to Jenkins.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Quinshon Jenkins. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game.
31. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the draw is Taylor. And he's going to be blocked down inside the 45 at the 43. 157 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Second down, another run with Taylor. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2.
Cowboy 80. Go.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
60 by 6.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going up top. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Colts take over 1st down 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Now Richardson. Pass complete to Taylor. Into space at the 45. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Throw out wide is incomplete. incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Here we go. Here we go.
Line up for the two-point conversion.
Richardson to throw it.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth.
39.
So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. Oh, I think the Colts got this. They did. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
This is 1st and 10.
Get it.
Richardson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He'll check this one down to Taylor.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Colts first down.
Here's Richardson. Now he'll tuck this and run. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Now 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Throwing now is Richardson.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
At their own 20-yard line.
come up. 1st and 10 here.
19 Lions. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
To kick off.
So it's the Dolphins who are going to get the football first here as we are back underway now in overtime. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
He'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
79 Broncos. 18 Raptors. 18 Raptors. 19 tight. 19 tight. Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a 1st down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
Well, that certainly changes things here because they're in field goal range already, but a field goal, that's not what they're looking for now, not after that big play right here in overtime.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Colts, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.